2025 Day 1 matchup of FoxyHouse. Taya? That'd be really fun, Loki. Just watching the older hunters get some love. But I'm not sure how viable that is in round 1, but we will see.
Yes, I would be excited to see that too. I know a certain mysterious voice already kind of whispered to us that we could see Galatea here.
Yes.
And it would be fun. I don't know. Is Galatea good on arms? What would you say? Do you think that could be a good pick here?
I'm not really sure. I don't really play Galatea, and I barely get her anymore. But I know for sure that Marone plays Breaking Wheel, and he would definitely not be viable on arms. But we will see. What do you think actually about Galatea? Because I am really unsure at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not a Galatea expert either. I'd say she could work because there's some tight areas where she could pressure the survivors with her statues and chip them easily, but of course there's also a lot of walls which could make it hard to aim the statues.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually super curious about this. Oh my god, it's gonna be so fun. I actually remember watching Marone play in a summer tournament last year, but I really don't remember what he played. I think it was a bit unexpected for his team though, so I do believe it was some of the older hunters. But I'm super curious actually. What do you expect from our survivors though? Do you have any idea?
From our survivors, I'm not sure if I really am familiar with a lot of these players, so it's gonna be a surprise for me too. Of course, what's always interesting to see is some off-meta picks, because I love seeing what the survivor teams come up with these picks. I know we've seen, I've seen as an escape pool pick.
Oh yes, I remember that from picking.
Yes, last time I commented, and that was really interesting to see.
Yes, definitely. In a previous game I played, I remember they chose Lucky Guy round 1, even though he's fallen quite off meta-wise. So it's really fun what people come up with. It does look like everybody is ready up, so hopefully we're starting soon.
Hopefully. It's also really interesting to me that we see an arms pick here, since usually it's, I guess the most picked map here would be Ever Sleeping. And arms it would imply that it's more of a pick towards or for the survivors, since it's a really good survivor map. But of course there's also some hunters who can perform really well here.
Yeah, actually, if I remember back to, because this was a pick made by AI, I believe, and from what I remember, when I previously watched Marone, it was also Arms Factory round 1, so maybe it's a bit of a comfort map here. I'm not sure though. We will be seeing a Seer ban, and from Marone here.
Yes,
I'm not sure about the second one.
It seems like we're still thinking about the second ban here. Seer is definitely Not an unusual ban, pretty basic, but he's also a really strong survivor who can really extend a first kite or even clutch a rescue.
Oh, Seer Knight.
Yes. Second ban is Knight right off the bat, so it seems like it's gonna be a hunter that gets countered by Knight.
Yeah, as you said previously, I think it might be somebody who wants to prevent the rescue, because Seer is quite good at forcing rescues as well with his owl. And Knight is pretty solid into certain hunters like Naiad, though I don't think we'd be seeing a Naiad on arms, who knows. We are also seeing a Psychologist First Officer pick. So Psychologist is a tanky character, and First Officer is quite a solid rescuer all around. A Perfumer ban from Miron here, and a Magician pick from the Survivors.
It seems like from the hunter side, these bans are not that typical. It seems like they really have a certain hunter in mind here. And from the survivor side, they don't really... Well, their team comp as of right now is pretty like standard, pretty basic. They have a strong rescuer, psychologist is always good, magician is a really strong kiter, can also be rescuer.
Really strong characters here. An Enchantress ban for our final pick. It might be a Chip Hunter then. And a Barmaid, so they're focusing on that anti-snowballing fast healing.
They do have a lot of healing characters.
Yes, exactly. They're currently adjusting their builds, and then we're gonna be able to see who the hunter is gonna pick. Like, actually, what are you expecting? Like, into this comp?
Into this comp, they have a lot of... Like, they don't really have support or harass, but they have really tanky survivors.
Yeah.
And with the healing survivors, it makes me think they are thinking about a certain hunter they want to counter, like a hermit.
Yes, for sure. Barmaid is really good into hermit. Wait, let's see. Miron has 8 seconds to select the hunter here. Who is it gonna... Oh, it is the Galatea!
Ooh, so we are gonna see Galatea on arms.
Yes,
it's gonna be really interesting.
That is gonna be really interesting. That does also explain the Enchantress ban, as Enchantress is quite annoying for Galatea to deal with her constantly getting stuns from the chips. And Barmaid can heal the chips with her drinks. Psychologist can also do that from across the map. First Officer should do fine into rescuing against Galatea. Her main thing is her camp. But who do you think the Galatea is going to chase?
That is a good question. We also have to consider that Barmaid, after a buff she has gotten in the past, is not interrupted. Her drink won't get interrupted if she gets chipped.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it's gonna be interesting. Maybe I'd say go after the psychologist.
Yeah, for the presence.
Yes, but it also will depend on how the survivor spawns here and also how the hunter spawns.
They only have one tide on the team here, with their tide being the first officer. There's broken windows on both psychologist and magician. It does look like the Galatea is going to go for the barmaid here. Might also chase first officer to bait out a watch, who knows? Oh, getting the presence is going to be quite nice from the barmaid. She doesn't really have that much to work with. She does have a flywheel, but honestly, I think keeping distance against Galatea is a lot stronger than flywheel, so she might have a bit of a hard time here.
Indeed, yeah, it seems like Barmaid will be the first chase here. And yeah, like you already mentioned, we have only a tide on the first officer, really strong rescuer. So I'm gonna say the first rescue is probably gonna be really in the survivor's favor here. It should be no problem. But then...
But Galatea's main issue is when she's max presence. As that rescue is going to be quite hard to pull off, especially when they only have one solid rescuer. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, no worries.
They might actually choose to send somebody who's not the first officer in for first, so that they can keep the solo rescuing for second. But they could obviously just heal him up with the psychologist. That's probably what they're going to be going for. That first officer does first with Tide, and then he goes for second with a powerful watch.
Yes. Or as well as, or well, how you mentioned earlier, they could also honestly go after the first officer here because it's the only rescuer. But we'll see the Galatea start to move. We see a trump card detention build.
She's quite confident that she's able to get presence here. It does look like she is actually headed for the first officer. She has a triple berserk with famine and nostalgic. Actually, she just walks up to the first officer and leaves. Maybe she was trying to bait chase on him, and now she's headed for the barmaid, who hasn't been rotating, probably because she expected the first officer to get chase here, which is really good for the Galatea because she now has direct line of sight. And she gets that chip. Really, really good chip from Marone here, but the barmaid manages to use her speed drink to get away from the hit. But unfortunately, she does go down here. 6 seconds before flow is up. It does look like they have some ping issues though, with the barmaid pinging 300 latency here.
The ciphers are only at like 30%, so that's a really quick down. And
really low ciphers.
Miron did a really good job here baiting the barmaid to go back to the cipher, so she was in a really bad area.
That was a really, really smart play from Miron here. He manages to put his shizzle over at the cipher, so the psychologist cannot decode. They have blink up. I do think that we might just be looking at a cell here, honestly, from their survivors.
It seems like it, and it seems like Miron also realizes that because we see them checking the ciphers and no one is going in. But we also keep pressuring with our chisel here to stop them from decoding as much as possible.
Yes. Somebody needs to actually check in on that barmaid's latency because she keeps pinging 300 plus ping. Oh, that's really interesting. She's now walking up to the first officer. He does have 2 watches to work with, but the Galatea also has a blink here.
Yes, blink is still up, so it's gonna be a bit difficult, and we also have to consider that that's our only tide here.
Yes. Oh, she gets a really good chip on the first officer. He manages to dodge the second one though, and he does have 2 watches to work with here, just looping Shack, as there is no confine. Yeah, Galatea is quite weak to the Shack loop here, as we can see. She only has 1 statue at the moment. Oh, actually, we see a watch used by the first officer, and the Galatea manages to land a hit. That's really good for her. And now she just switches off, because she doesn't want to deal with that. Really good pressure on middle cipher here. Good one from the magician, actually blocking the way here, forcing her to swing at it.
Yes, that's a really good job the survivors are doing here.
Once again, really good shift from Miron here. The magician is doing really good ones.
With blocking the entrances here and transitioning away from the cipher so the teammates can take it over later on.
Yes, that's really smart. They're actually only behind like 150% decoding progress overall. Oh, dodges that chip there, but unfortunately the Galatea gets a hit here. She now has max presence, but the first officer does have a watch plus a potential heal from the psychologist here. I do think that the Galatea realizes this and just aims to down him with the chip, potentially forcing out the second watch here.
Yeah, Celery rotated. Celery kind of a little bit into the first officer's cipher here. We see a abnormal. We still have psychologist with the whistle, so she could heal up first officer, but even if magician goes down here, it's still gonna be a little bit hard on the first officer.
And maybe
since it's still gonna have a chip remaining.
Yeah, maybe it's better for them to send the psychologist who can tank 3 hits here in for the rescue instead of the first officer with no U-tool, even though he does have Tide Turner. Middle cipher is on 64% right now. The first officer is pressuring Shack. We will see a shizzle over to that cipher, so he's no longer able to decode. The psychologist gets the rescue here, though, and the magician does get away with his little chair passive here. Miron does go back for the cipher at Shack, which is now at 62%. The first officer is dead in one chip and has no util at the moment, so she might actually just be able to get this with her max presence. Really good dodge from our first officer here. Psychologist has started a new cipher. I think. The psychologist is pressuring middle. Magician started a new cipher. Yeah, that is what we're seeing at the moment. Middle is about to be done. Psychologist will probably be going for next rescue.
That was a really, really huge rescue for them. The no damage rescue into
Yes.
Sculptor. That really lets the psychologist rescue once again here. But
It's
of
really good
course,
rescue.
yes, but of course we see Sculptor still pressing the ciphers with her chisel while also camping a chair.
And she does have max statues at the moment. So it might be a bit difficult for this psychologist to get that rescue. Abnormal's the
Yes,
cipher
we
again.
also see Abnormal backup, Abnormal in the cipher, but they already started a new cipher.
Yes, really good game sense from the survivors here. Unfortunately, this magician is not going to be able to decode this due to the chisel being up. They're pressuring each their cipher here. I do not think that the cipher will be primed in time though for the psychologist to go rescue. Potentially, but chisel is back up in 3 seconds. And he is dead in one chip, so if he does take a chip here, then that's going to be pretty over for him. Yeah, unfortunately it goes down, so that decoding progress on the cipher just stops. Really good rescue from the psychologist, though.
Yes, we perfectly seen why Sculptor Full Presence is so scary, since it's really hard to dodge these full presence statues. And now it's kind of hard because no one's on the cipher to decode.
Yeah, but the magician is about to self-pick up, though. If the first officer can kite for the remaining 30% of the cipher, with accelerated, they should be pretty good. But it's very difficult to get into max presence Galatea, as you can see here. Forced to mind game around this shitty pallet, and he's now dead on chair. But I do think that the cipher will be done in time, and they can just pop that, with the Galatea's final trade being abnormal. I do think that they might actually be able to get a 1 now here. She's going for the cipher, but it is primed, so he just pops it. Tracking where the magician is going here. The psychologist... Oh, they've both used their self-heals, though, so that endgame might be a bit challenging. Psychologist is headed towards Shack Gate at the moment, and the Galatea is chasing the magician.
Yes, it really seems like a one-man for now, since Magician also doesn't have any more items to work with to try and go for a dungeon.
That is going to be a 1-out for them, though. That is quite good, especially for round 1. Dungeon is over at middle. It might be a bit challenging for him to go for it, especially considering the fact that the Galatea does have the tension.
Yeah, we saw Galatea check for not dungeon, but gate here, and
the psychologist gate is open, and that is a 1 out from FoxyHouse. The survivors really well played by both the Galatea and the survivors here. Her chips were really good, honestly. It was really impressive how well she played that, honestly.
Indeed, I really like the early game that she really pushed first officer away from the cipher in middle, giving the survivors a false sense of security, and that's how Barmaid got kind of caught off guard.
Yes, that's really, really well played. I think that's the best strategy for slow hunters, right? Because you just bait chase on somebody, especially when you're in situations where they have really good communication. Then you're like instantly get that, oh wait, the hunter is actually chasing me, you can decode. And then suddenly, oh wait, never mind. But they're already on the cipher, so they're really caught off guard. That's really extremely well played, honestly.
Yes, really making use of the survivors having communication, honestly, and knowing that the survivors will communicate, the hunter's in middle, so Barmaid goes back to the cipher, so that's really well played.
Really, really well played from around here. Oh wait, let me get out of that. We're now going to be seeing... This is FoxyHouse's hunter, right? Versus AI survivors?
Yes.
We did hear rumors about Undertons. If I remember, I think I've gotten them in rank in the brutally destroyed me with a Bane. Though I don't think that's going to be very viable for round 1. A little bird told me that they do play meta though. Qist and Goatman, right? Isn't that what we were talking about previously?
I think so. I think Enertons has a variety of hunters.
Yes.
And yeah, we could be seeing Goatman. Like, Goatman is a pretty basic pick. First round, really strong hunter. And, well, I don't know if Arms is gonna be his best map, but he's still a strong hunter, so we definitely could see that here.
Yeah, true. Well, with that, we're getting the survivors in now. That's the captain. So we'll probably be seeing the rest of the team shortly. Let me check.
We got
like
Toe 1 and Toe 2.
Yes, they have matching names. I think that's really. I really do enjoy Toe 1 and Toe 2. I actually commentated on one of their previous matches, and I got a bit confused because okay, which is which? Like, there was one toe on First Officer, and then there was one toe on Magician, and I got them mixed up, and it was like, oh, where? But I think those names are really funny, honestly. I love them.
Same. But yeah, we're gonna wait for the survivors to ready up here. What do you think we could expect from the survivor side? Do you think they're gonna be setting up for a potential Goatman pick?
I'm not sure. Actually, if I remember, there was a patient previously, when they did have a threat of a Goatman. So that would be a bit interesting to see. But I'm assuming that they're going to be prepping for a Goatman here, considering Endertons has previously played that. But obviously, if they do go for a really tanky Goatman countering lineup, we might just be seeing a QS from Endertons. So that's what's really good about having a diverse lineup, right? Because if they go like full Goatman counters, then okay, just take the free presence as QS and absolutely destroy them.
Yes, that is the strength of playing multiple hunters, since it's really hard for survivors to counter if there's so many hunters on the table, but we're jumping right into the ban and pick phase.
We might be seeing some flywheels though, if they do aim to counter a Goatman. Oh, we are seeing an Antiquarian Barmaid ban from our hunter. Antiquarian, that could actually be a Goatman. I'm not really sure who bans Barmaid though. What do you think?
Well, Barmaid is a strong support in general with the drink, so as of right now, I still can't quite point fingers here, but we're seeing a Gravekeeper and Professor pick from the survivor side. So it seems like they are thinking about a potential Goatman.
Yeah, both of these are really good
against Goatman.
Antiquarian into a Goatman would be quite annoying. Barmaid, it might also be a Qist, just trying to prevent the snowballing from being stopped by a Barmaid. A Lanternist is also quite annoying to deal with. I do still think that Goatman is on the table here. With a female dancer pick, I don't think I've been seeing that a lot. Very interesting.
I'm quite excited about the female dance, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't
think we've seen much female dancer yet.
Yes, female dancer round 1. That's going to be really interesting. Oh, with a perfumer ban, of course. That might actually just be a Goatman that we're looking at here. But it could also be a QS, because perfumer can counter the Q balls with her perfumes. We get an enchantress pick as well. This is really good into Goatman. I do think it should be fine versus QS as well, but we will see. We will see what the Endertons decides to play here.
Indeed, the survivors are still selecting their talents here. I really like the support aspect. Like, they have Professor with the scales, they have the female dancer boxes they can place in middle, and Enchantress support is not to be underestimated either. So
yes, for sure.
I'm really excited and interested to see how the survivors will play this.
Me too. What would you think it's better to put the female dancer boxes in factory or in middle, actually? What do you think?
It depends on what the survivors are trying to go for. It's both really good places for the boxes, I would say.
Oh yeah, because usually when you play female dancer in rank, you don't really have the communication, but actually having, being able to talk to everybody, you can actually really, you can coordinate it really well where you're going to place these boxes, and that's going to be quite good to see. As you were saying, the support is I'm expecting to be quite good, with the scales as well. That's going to be really fun to see. I'm so curious about this hunter though. Ugh.
I am as well, and it seems like we're not gonna be having to wait for much longer since the hunter is picking
We're currently
the
selecting their
hunter right
character.
now.
Oh, it's actually an Ivy. Oh,
An Ivy. It's gonna be interesting.
for sure. Doesn't Ivy does well on arms, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean,
That does-
Ivy is a strong hunter in general, especially like the end game is to
Yes.
be feared here, no matter the map. And
yeah.
it's even a stronger pressure the smaller the map is, and arms is a
Oh,
small
yeah.
map, so we're gonna
That
have to see how the survivors play that.
That does explain the barmaid ban, because Ivy is quite the snowballer. Oh, we have a pause deduction here.
Nope.
What is going on? Oh, it does look like it's a bit of an issue regarding ping here. I think we're just going to be restarting the lobby to get good ping globally, and
It's
probably
so.
with the same bans and picks. I'm assuming.
Yes. Ivy though. I feel Ivy is a really good counter pick to the comp. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the survivors expected Ivy here.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I did not expect Ivy actually. Hopefully we have good ping now. Let's pray that nobody is on yellow ping again, and that everything can go smoothly. It shouldn't take way too long to start up because we have everything ready with the plans and picks. Nobody's been invited yet, but
Yes, we're gathering everyone right now.
yes.
And yeah, I think the survivors are gonna struggle here a little bit. But that's also where we come back to the point I made earlier with having such a huge hunter pool.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
really hard to know what to expect.
Because you can very easily counter pick the comps that the survivors come up with. I think that's really it's a really good quality to have as a hunter player in tournament, honestly.
Yes, and that's also the difficulty with a survivor at some point, since you can't really go too much into counter comms in the first rounds
Yeah, definitely.
if you know they play a variety.
It's definitely easier in the later stages when you can ban their mains, or like you know that they have like 5 characters that they play comfortably, then you can more easily counter pick the characters that you don't ban, right? But in round 1 they can play their entire hunter pool, and that's quite an advantage, I'd say.
Indeed. What's also to consider is that today's meta, we have a lot of strong hunters that could be played
Definitely.
round 1. It's not like the wheel meta where you just knew it's gonna be wheel round 1.
Yeah.
We have Ivy, we have Opera, we have Goatman, we have Kiost. All really strong hunter picks.
Yes. I would say that some of them are a bit map dependent, but it is you still have quite a lot of options. Oh, this is going so quickly now, with them just knowing exactly who to pick.
Everyone is locked in. Everyone is locked in.
Yes, exactly. They just insta ready up with the same builds, and they will be continuing from area select here. Actually, how would you spawn knowing it's an Ivy on Arms Factory? Like, what are you expecting from our survivors here?
Well, it would be funny to see them do the 4 corner spawn, but I don't think they will do it. Well, it depends. maybe they want to have female dancers setting up boxes in factory, since Gravekeeper is a really good character to be spawning in middle. But I'm not quite sure. Maybe they're gonna go for the L spawn here.
That makes sense. They are still selecting their talents. Then the hunter will be able to lock in Ivy, and then we will be moving on to the area. So,
Oh,
again.
the room kind of exploded again. Third time's the charm, so...
Yeah. If there's not green ping now, I'm going to actually explode, just like the lobby did. Hopefully I can avoid that.
Yes, I think sometimes it's just the IDV servers.
Oh yeah.
It depends. Does everyone have yellow ping?
Oh yeah, I do think it's global. All of them are sending that they have yellow ping here. So that's cool.
Yeah, okay. It seems like everyone has yellow ping. That's kind of unfortunate.
That is really unfortunate, actually. But okay, now we can restart. The third time, the ping is going to be fine, guys. Do not even worry about it. It's gonna be so...
Manifest the green ping, everyone.
I am manifesting. Ooh. No, because the server priority is really strange. Like, I've been doing a lot of 1v1s versus my NA friends. And then suddenly one day when I was playing versus one of my friends, I had a green pig. And he was on yellow pig. And it was absolutely wonderful for me. But it never happened again. So I think ITV is just a bit random at times with which server they go to. Because usually they'd always prioritize the NA servers. But we know that all of these people are EU among us. So I'm really wondering what's going wrong here. Hopefully we are able to look at the latency being... Oh,
it seems like the yellow ping is back.
The yellow ping is here to stay, guys. Maybe we're going to have to restart the lobby as a whole here. I'm not really sure. Instead of like disbanding the team and then making everybody reset their games, and then it should be fine. Maybe.
It seems like we have to start now, though, since we already tried to get green ping 3 times. So unfortunate,
but... yellow ping here.
Yeah, let's hope they're gonna have green pink in the next round at least. But yeah, we're gonna be starting now into the match. Still have Ivy as a hunter here against Gravekeeper, Enchantress, Professor, and Female Dancer.
On Arms Factory.
It seems like they're still discussing a little bit, but yes, like I said, we're no more restarts. And yeah, we're gonna be starting into the match right now.
Yes, finally!
Finally.
Oh, it does look like they are just putting the Gravekeeper in middle. Oh, we have full Kai on the Female Dancer, Flywheel on the Professor, Flywheel on the Enchantress, and Tide on the Gravekeeper. That is pretty standard. All of them carrying borrowed time except for the Female Dancer. They're not doing the L spawn, they're doing the T spawn here, but it's close enough to what we predicted. With them.
And we see Ivy spawn here, middle left.
They're creating a plus. because their ping is up, so they're adding to this ping. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Who do you think the Ivy is gonna chase? Like, what are you?
The most likely target would be Professor here, maybe even Gravekeeper, but it's probably gonna be Professor, probably gonna move their main body towards middle, so they're blocking Gravekeeper's Cypher and are trying to get a leech on the Professor here, since Ivy counters Professor really well.
And yeah, no, you would probably not be chasing an Enchantress or a female dancer. I don't think Professor is very chaseable here. They do all have flywheel, so they might actually be able to flywheel the stun, though that's a bit challenging in my experience. Yellow Pink Ivy is going to be quite a challenge for our hunter, but hopefully they manage, because she is quite ping dependent. But luckily they're not locked in on like Opera or something. That would just be absolutely horrendous for them.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. I'm gonna be honest.
Opera in tournament? Ooh, that'd be absolutely horrible. Hopefully we get this ping thing sorted out soon though. And just best of luck to both teams here. Really pretty skin from the Ivy here. Okay, moving on.
It's from the Koa 9 one.
Oh,
pretty
really?
Skin. But we see Ivy here with Insolence and Detention. So pretty standard Ivy build here, and we see her main body moving towards the middle while the Yiffus is trying to leech Professor here.
Professor. Exactly as you predicted, actually.
Oh, but we will continue leeching and getting up that pressure here.
The female dancer has put down music boxes in factory here, already making it a pretty strong area. Getting the leech and actually committing to the female dancer here.
We see her having 60% here, so... Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong person.
Yes, that was on the Professor. The dancer is only on 21.
Yes, a dancer doesn't have the 60 stacks, so she's not gonna get down here with a scare.
Yes, and she does use her spins to get over to the pallet. Oh, good blink first hit for from our Ivy here into the Inso proc. Scares away from the window. Unfortunately, female dancer's progress is not at 100 yet, though it is scarily high. We might be looking at this down soon, with the scare being back up in 2 seconds.
Yes, we might want to try do like a little bit of red light tricks here to get that 100%. Female dancer is 2 stacks away from the 100.
Oh, does not go for the vault, but manages to dodge that hit. Flywheels, but unfortunately that doesn't flywheel the scare, and we are looking at a down after 3 ciphers have... Oh, it does look like the 3 ciphers are about to pop here. The Gravekeeper is already moving in for the rescue, hiding. And Enchantress is moving towards factory here, probably going to get leeched.
Yes, we see Ivy putting up the pressure with the Yiff here, and we should know where everyone is now, because the chair is leeched, revealing everyone's position.
That was a cancelled shovel on the Gravekeeper, leading into max presence on the Ivy. That should be the down on the dancer again. Dying towards Junkyard here.
The Cypher progress is not the best, honestly, and that's kind of bad for the survivor, since you don't want to have a 3-man endgame against an Ivy.
Yeah, you definitely need to push for that for a man endgame.
We'll see what the survivors do next. They definitely need some support here to help the female dancer survive.
Which is good, because the Enchantress is going in for the rescue. Maybe she's going to be able to support off chair here with her stuns. She does have a flywheel ready as well. Though the max presence might be a bit difficult to deal with here. Oh, good stun from the
Yeah, we do have max presence, so as soon as she leeches, it's gonna be a guaranteed hit. And we also have blink ready in 5 seconds, so it's gonna be a little bit hard for female dancer to
the female dancer is unfortunately off leech cooldown. Oh wait, she actually manages to live here, with the Enchantress taking the hit for her. But there is blink up for the down on this dancer, if anything. Um, the ciphers are 50% off. Yeah, that is just a blink. The female dancer doesn't have borrow time either, so it would have been a bit difficult for them to actually get to a 3-man endgame here. No, to a 4-man endgame here with the Enchantress on the floor and able to support. Though their ciphers are quite far, the Enchantress will get. The Enchantress is not getting cheered here. No, she is. The ciphers are almost done though at 89 and one popping right now, so that's going to be a prime cipher ready for the rescue here. It looks like
Indeed.
yeah,
The
they're sending
survivors really need to play
no,
this endgame patiently. Maybe even need to play
for
until the
sure.
tension is out if Ivy starts to camp both gates.
For sure. Oh, we do see the professor. It's really smart of them to keep the full health survivor on the last cipher here because the Ivy does have a guaranteed hit with her max presence.
We're
professor-
not popping.
The
So
professor
it's
is
like
not
really good for the
popping.
Ivy right now since they like everyone's injured, no one's on the cipher.
For sure. So the professor is just getting away from the cipher at the moment. I do feel they could have popped it there though.
It seems like we're having some miscommunication going on since we see Gravekeeper already waiting by gate, probably expecting someone to pop, but the survivors are not really in position. And we see Ivy looking around where the other survivors are with her Yiv and spotting Enchantress. She knows Gravekeeper is by gate, so really far away, meaning she can just easily down Enchantress here.
Yeah, them not getting that pop was actually really unfortunate. As you said, there was probably some miscommunication. The Enchantress does have a 3 stack to work with, actually a 4 stack once she gets off chair, so they might be able to do something with that, but she is going to be dead on chair here. Now they do have both survivors in position for this pop, but it is looking like it's quite a lot in this Ivy's favor.
Yeah, we can't reach Professor yet, but we also almost have Blink ready, which is
Oh,
pop.
there we
That's a
see the pop.
really beautiful scale.
Really good scale from our professor here. And the Ivy does actually go for the Gravekeeper, who has a shovel with quite a bit of durability, with a tiny bit of durability left. The Enchantress is dead on chair. Dungeon is at middle, but they might be able to go for the 1 out here.
It's gonna be difficult because we see the Yiv is already moving to the other side of the gate. We might reach Enchantress here. We should see where.
It does look like the Ivy is committing to the Enchantress though, so they as long as the professor stays on that gate, they should actually be fine for the 1 out here. Yeah, she blinks the Enchantress, and I do think the Lucino gets the gate in time. Yeah. So that is going to be a 1 out from the survivors. It's really good, honestly. Them not getting that pop was a bit scary, but they still managed to get the 1 out, which makes this a tie, I believe, because their hunter previously also got a 1 out. Making them be tied in points after round 1. Really good from both the survivors and the hunter here, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely well played. Also considering that they struggled with yellow ping this round.
Yes. Oh, yellow ping Ivy, as we were talking about previously, is quite the challenge. But luckily they still managed to win.
Yeah, that was really. I assume Ivy was kind of scared that the gate would be open. That's why they just were fine with going after the Enchantress and getting that 3K, which is fine because it's gonna tie the round. So
yeah, the score is currently 4-4. It does look like we are seeing a switch out from FoxyHouse, I think.
Yes, indeed.
And we are remaking the lobby, so hopefully the green pig will be back for the next round. Oh.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Let's hope that there is going to be no more yellow ping gaming. We just got invited back. Who is playing first next round, actually? Have they decided that yet?
I don't think so yet. We're gonna have to see in a second. But what I want to add, it wouldn't be EU League if there wouldn't be yellow ping. I think it's just like EU core.
Yes,
struggling with yellow ping. So
it's such a good representation of our half of the server, in my opinion.
True EU fashion.
Yes. Oh, like this tournament was actually for everybody to have green ping, but Neti still decided to be like, no guys, you're all going to be on yellow ping actually, because we don't want you to have fun. Oh. But maybe they'll do better, because honestly, me personally, I'm more used to yellow ping. So when I suddenly get green ping, I struggle with hitting my calibrations because I'm used to them being incredibly delayed. So suddenly it's like, wait, the input, it's actually giving me a result instantly. Oh my god. So maybe we get nerfed by the ping being yellow, but then we get nerfed again by it being green again. So who knows?
Yes. Hopefully it's not gonna be red, but I don't want to summon anything.
Red ping is horrible. Oh my god. If you do look, if I remember, that Barmaid was actually playing on red ping into that.
Yeah, that's true. So we had red ping, we now had yellow, so hopefully green is gonna be the next color.
Yes, right. Red and then yellow and then green. And then hopefully it doesn't repeat and do red, yellow, green again, but we can just stay on the green, right? Because green is a nice color. It's the color of grass. I haven't really seen grass in that log, but but I think grass is nice, right, Mello?
What is grass? Can you give a definition of it?
Exactly. I'm an IDV peak tier, honestly. I don't think I've seen it in a while, but I was expecting, since you're only champion, maybe you touched it recently, but I am.
Oh my god, hold on! I see Aki in the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, really? Oh my god!
I was like, maybe I should also check the chat at some point.
Oh yeah, your PNG is so cute, Mello. It's actually so adorable. I love it.
Like, Thank you. I love it too. It's from Pixel, the icon.
Oh my god, it's so nice. I love the overall watermelon theme. I was just reading the chat. Somebody was complaining about the Yithian speed from the Ivy. Yeah, she was really going through it with that speed. Oh my god, we see Pixel in the chat actually. Yeah, you should definitely take credit for your creation, because it's so adorable, honestly.
Yes, okay, so... Oh, are you in the room, by the way? Because I'm still... They locked me out.
We're kind of capped right now, so I will invite you when we get into the custom lobby, but currently we're just waiting for the starting lineups, I think. And then I can send you an invite and we can make it together.
Okay. But it seems like the teams are discussing what kind of maps we want to ban and we want to pick.
Right, we're seeing the ban picks from AI and the map pick from FoxyHouse. Oh yeah, okay. FoxyHouse has selected Every Sleeping, it looks like. And AI is going to start with Hunters. That is Mironican, I believe, on Hunter? On Every Sleeping.
Yes. Yes.
Let me send you an invite, because we did create the custom lobby here. There you go.
Thank you. Last time, me and Leon got kind of locked out while trying to commentate, so hopefully that's not gonna happen again.
That's great. It does look like Justice is actually playing against AI survivors.
Justice betraying my team? Hello?
Yeah, no, Justice is actually playing for AI now. That's quite good. Okay, we've gotten AI's team captain here, probably going to invite their hunter, and then they're ready to start. We will now have 1 hunter ban and 4 survivor bans.
Yes.
Oh my god, I almost accidentally left the lobby.
Uh-oh.
That would have been bad. Maybe I would have had to watch the game through the screen. No, through the stream! Oh. We're just fixing the global bans at the moment. Their lineup, what was it? Didn't they have like first officer, barmaid, magician, and what else? I don't know. Oh right, psychologist, and then Galatea's global ban for the hunter. Who do you think Marona's gonna play on Eversleeping?
Eversleeping is a good map for hunters in general. I'm not really familiar with what other hunters Miron plays.
We might be seeing a breaking wheel.
Oh yeah, you mentioned the breaking wheel.
Right? Yeah, yes. Do you remember that he does play breaking wheel? Oh, where did Maron go? Maron just disappeared into the void here.
Maybe it's because he exposed the hunter.
wait. Sorry, I do think that we will be seeing a hell number from Maron here, and maybe even a geisha. I don't know.
Yes, definitely. We're gonna see a full scold here, actually.
Yes. Full scold round 2 of tournament's gonna go so well. So, listen in, survivors. Make sure to ban full scold, okay?
I would actually love to see a full scold.
Oh yeah, full scold. Full scold is quite interesting. He's like he's quite new, but he's still kind of bums. Has there been a full scold so far in this tournament? Or has it?
I'm not sure if we had a full scold yet.
That'd be really cool for Maron. I don't know if he plays him though, because he is a bit near of a character. I would be really excited to see a breaking wheel though, but they might ban that. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Maron is now going to be banning 2 survivors, same as last time, I'm assuming, with a seer and. Do you remember their second ban last time? Oh,
it was Knight, and it seems like they're sticking with it. It seems like they really don't like the survivors.
They don't like Seer and Knight.
We also have a hunter ban. It's gonna be Goatman though, so weed is still on the table.
That does make sense though. Goatman is quite strong at Eversleeping Town, and if they have no idea what Maron plays, I do think just getting that Goatman out is quite good. I did play Goatman previously, but that was with a different hunter, so maybe they just didn't know what to expect from Maron here. We're seeing a Puppeteer Gravekeeper pick, quite tanky, with an Antiquarian ban from Maron.
Also the same as last round,
yeah,
with the anti-pick here. But yeah, it seems like we're really going for a tanky team comp.
With an Enchantress.
For now.
Who do you think they're picking into here?
So I'm not sure if they expect the Breaking Wheel, since Puppeteer is kind of struggling against Breaking Wheel here, to be honest.
Oh, a Doctor ban from Maron. I do think that if it is actually a Breaking Wheel, then the Puppeteer chase is probably what we're going to be looking at. Oh, a Florian as well. Isn't that your name?
Hold on.
Wait.
Okay, guys, I can't. I need to hold myself back.
Right.
But you know, I'm not biased, but
right.
I might be.
Not biased at all.
I mean, I might be cheering for FoxyHouse here, like a little
bit,
you know?
Right. But there's no bias here, no bias at all. Okay?
No.
Florian is quite the strong transitional kiter, so if it is a breaking wheel, he should be able to do quite well, at least just getting away from him. I'm quite curious. I do remember there's some quite good loops on Eversleeping that could use the airbags for. What do you think? I mean, you're the one that had an S badge on him. What do you think? What do you think Florian's strengths on Eversleeping are?
He is really annoying for real, I must say.
Yeah. He can just block the paths, right?
Yes, definitely like the alleyway. By corner house there is a really good place to block, and of course you can also block away so survivors can still walk through but the wheel can't, so that can also be really annoying here. But
it is a breaking wheel.
We do see the breaking wheel.
I was right. I can see the future.
It seems like the survivors have expected it in a sense with the Florian pick.
though the Puppeteer is still a very viable choice from our Breaking Wheel here. Oh, I was about to say the Gravekeeper. I don't think the Gravekeeper is going to be chasing the Puppeteer. Hopefully not. As they are on the same team, but oh, I do. Oh, where do you think they're gonna spawn?
Well, I guess like standard Gravekeeper will probably spawn middle. Dovthorn could also be really good there. Maybe they're just gonna go for a standard T-spawn here.
They could maybe be aiming to protect the Puppeteer because he is quite weak into Gravekeeper, as you were saying. Oh, we're seeing a Flywheel on the Puppeteer, Flywheel on the Florian, Broken Windows on the Enchantress, and a Tide on the Gravekeeper. Who do you...
It seems like a Florian is communicating where everyone should spawn. It's kind of funny to see. Like, it's like you can hear them talk about it, even without the voice chat. But yeah, we see a Flywheel on Florian and Puppeteer, Tide on Grave, and Broken Windows on Enchantress.
I do
And
think Flywheel on Puppeteer is quite a decision, because he does have built-in flywheels as well. So, like, who do you think... Who would you be... Maybe they were expecting the Breaking Wheel so that they could flywheel the spikes.
Yes, it really seems like they were expecting it.
That's what I'm thinking too. Because with Enchantress, you can also cancel the Snap and the Max Presence. Flywheel is just good overall against him, I'd say. Oh.
Yes, and good job with the spawns from the survivors, honestly, expecting the Breaking Wheel to block off Graveyard, since it's a really annoying area for him to chase.
Yeah.
And putting the most two annoying chase targets right next to him. Though, of course, we have to consider Wheel is really, really fast, so he can just go for whoever.
Yeah, we might just be seeing some rotation / hiding from our Puppeteer here because the mobility is so high on the Breaking Wheel. Because I would not imagine that he wishes to chase either Florian or Gravekeeper. Oh, it's the snowman skin.
I love this skin for him.
Me too. I think it's so cute. Oh, it is Insolence trump card. The trait being excitement. With some Berserker, it does look like they're just committing to the Enchantress here. Maybe they want to get it down with excitement here. They do get the first spike quite early. I do think that they're looking at a second spike here as well, even though this object is quite annoying to deal with. It is quite square shaped, so it's not too difficult, I think, to actually get the spike here. But the Enchantress is playing around it really well. But that is the second spike here. With the stun being ready. The trap is blocking off the pallet here. I do think that we might actually be looking at a hit here. No, never mind, there's a stun, I forgot. Volts right into her. Enchantress gets stunned so quickly.
Yes, we see Enchantress, and also like with C against Breaking Wheel, they can farm these stuns really easily when he's in wheel form.
Yes, it was good that he managed to cut the wheel form chase as short as possible. The Enchantress gets downed here at 60% of ciphers without trait being forced out. So the wheel is going to have excitement for the eventual tree stun that this Enchantress is going to get. The Gravekeeper is already hiding near corner house here, moving in for the rescue when the wheel goes away to try to spike this Florian. The Florian is just using the window here, really good against Breaking Wheel to just abuse windows. Damageless rescue from the Gravekeeper here might go for a double down, but the shovel is really annoying to deal with. But we will see a second spike on the Enchantress, probably yeah, we see a tree stack here. I was thinking that the Enchantress might actually try to cancel the snap, but that is quite challenging.
We did not decide to use a trait here since we have the snap, so we're really patient with that.
Really good patience from the Breaking Wheel. But the Gravekeeper is able to go in for a second rescue here if he just removes that spike.
Yes, we also still have 2 shovels here, and no one else is damaged, so it's looking really good for the survivors as of right now.
It does look like the Gravekeeper can just get this rescue. Oh, never mind. They can't get it for free, and they've now been spotted out by the breaking wheel. And here they will have 2 spikes. No, never mind. I thought that was a max presence on the wheel, but I'm a bit confused. Ooh. Good dodge from the Enchantress, but unfortunately she does get downed. Still no tray has been used this entire game. The Enchantress will get eliminated. I think it's really smart for the Gravekeeper to chase the Harasser first. So he doesn't need to worry about that later.
Yes,
Probably
it seems like we're just keeping the trade for a trump card switch for endgame. You see a epic setup, but sadly you can still go around that. Really
good
beautiful
from the Florian
flywheel.
here. So he will he will be able to tank 1 hit at least. Might see him just go back into wheel from the pressure ciphers here though, as the Gravekeeper cipher is currently on 80%. Might actually see an abnormal switch, though who knows. The Gravekeeper has 1 full shovel to use. Really good maneuvering from the Gravekeeper here, avoiding the spikes. That is
So we
max
do have
presence.
full presence. We can snap him out of the shovel here.
Yeah, that's what we will be seeing. The Florian is able to pop their cipher. They've already started a new cipher from the puppeteer over here in middle. The Florian is going to die in 1 spike with the snap, but if he is able to use his airbags, maybe he can actually avoid the spikes entirely. Yeah, you see now that the breaking wheel is going back for this middle cipher. The Florian cipher is the one that is primed, right? Yes. And it gets popped. Hits the puppeteer. Everybody's injured now, so they are actually going to be healing up. The Gravekeeper got really lucky and actually found a syringe in the chest they opened. The Florian is just hiding. Oh, unfortunately, he does get spotted though, but he does get distance here. Ooh, that airbag.
Yes, both sides are doing a really good job with keeping up the pressure, as we see, and the servers are also playing it really patiently with healing up.
Yeah, really good hit here from the wheel. Unfortunately, the fire investigator's airbag doesn't prevent it, though he does still have an airbag over there where he was downed. The healing from
Yes, and we can see how strong Will's map pressure is with just being able to just switch targets, pressure ciphers.
Certainly.
And we do decide to chair fire investigator here, forcing them to rescue.
Yeah, and his abnormal is back up, so we're probably just going to see him go on over to middle, abnormal it, and then head back to the chair. Or never mind, he's actually just committing to the puppeteer here? No? Forcing him off the cipher, then allowing the Gravekeeper to position for rescue. The abnormal is still being saved, though. I do think that it would maybe be better to just go for the abnormal on middle cipher.
We see Will checking here the cipher progress. I'm seeing it's not that close to being popped, so there's no need for an abnormal yet.
That does make sense. No shovels on the Gravekeeper. He is unfortunately going to get down here with that trap placement from the wheel, preventing him from walking into the pallet. Really good trap. I do now think that he's going back for middle, though. It is at 84%. Yeah, it sounds quite far, too. Is that somebody opening a chest? Yeah, the Florian is currently digging through a chest, maybe for the Gravekeeper to get some item of some sort. It does look like he got a decoy, right? That does look like a decoy.
Oh yeah, it does look like a decoy there.
The Florian actually manages to hide from the breaking wheel here by hugging a locker. He is now going back for the puppeteer. Really good trap there. For sure.
Yeah.
All of them are injured. The Gravekeeper does have a syringe though, so he might actually be looking to self-heal, which he is currently doing. You can actually see his head peek out from over there, but I don't think the breaking wheel cares. He's just committing to the Florian here. Actually going back for the puppeteer, just making sure nobody is decoding middle cipher. Breaking some pallets. The Gravekeeper is currently hiding. I do think the wheel is more concerned with preventing these ciphers from being decoded, though. The map pressure is really insane, though.
Yes, we're just trying to spot out the survivors, seeing where they are and seeing or going after them when they see them being out of position. But we see him lock eyes with the shaking cipher, so he's going right back there.
Did he see the Gravekeeper here?
I think he did here, yes, with the footsteps.
Though he might actually need to go back to chair the Florian or to pressure the cipher here, preventing it from copying. A good flywheel from the puppeteer, preventing the max presence from getting him. We do still have a trap on the wheel here, so we might just be seeing a trap and then waiting for the puppet to run out. Good Undaunted. Still, he does get the drop down hit here. Gravekeeper is back on Corner House Cipher. It was a decoy that the Florian got from the chest. Abnormal's middle once again. Abnormal has been used quite a few times now, though, so now it only reduces the cipher by like 20%. No self-heals have been used, which is really good from the survivors. Good at preventing him from actually getting some proper snowballing in here. A good trap from Marone. The Gravekeeper is still able to get a Volt, though, but now he is going down. They are picking up the Puppeteer.
Yes, there were some really beautiful traps there.
Yes.
And I'm also good for the survivor side to not use their self-heals against, especially against wheels, so easily.
I think it's one of the
we
best
can just easily,
game.
slug. And it might also give Will a false sense of security if he thinks, oh, Property already used a self-heal here.
I think he tried to use elevation to avoid the avoid the spike here, but that is a puppet out, and he's going back for the Gravekeeper. I do think he knows that the Florian is going to head over to heal him. None of the ciphers are being worked on. I do not think he spots out the Florian here though. Might actually go for the chair. Yeah, it does look like they're chairing. Nobody can actually go for this rescue unless they get the cipher primed in time. So he's chairing on middle cipher, which is the cipher that they want to get done. That Puppeteer is going to die in one snap though, so he is not able to go that close to the wheel. Just Abnormal's middle once again, preventing them from getting it primed.
The survivors are in a kind of in a pickle right here, but there was a beautiful backdoor rescue by the Florian, giving them still a chance to decode these ciphers here.
Good dodging from Florian here. Unfortunately, he does get spiked here though with no util. He does have a flywheel for the snap, so we might just be looking at a trap or manual hit here. No. The flywheel is still there though. Florian is on their second chair. Puppeteer is back on middle cipher. They are one chip away from that though. So him staying on the cipher is very risky. The Gravekeeper is using a syringe though. Does he get that heal off before the syringe runs out? Wait and see.
Yes, Wheel definitely doesn't make the same mistake twice here and doesn't want to give them another free back to rescue. That's why we just see him camping.
Unfortunately, the Gravekeeper syringe ran out while his heal was on like 90%. The Puppeteer does not get this rescue though, and the cipher is not primed in time. As you said, he was being really careful with not allowing them to get a backdoor here.
Maybe. Yeah, and now we see him chase Gravekeeper here. I'm wondering if Wheel knows the Puppeteer still has pick up. It seems like it.
It seems like he knows, and he's just going to chair him before he even manages to self-heal. The dungeon is at Shopping Street West here, though the Gravekeeper has no util, and I do actually think due to Wheel's mobility is going to be able to just chair and pick him up before he manages to use himself. Well, his heal is on 83% though. He does actually get this heal off, though I do think kiting to dungeon is going to be quite challenging with the lack of util. Might get on tram here to delay his death. But I think he's going to just jukes the wheel for him. Does get on tram before the wheel can get on tram, but he is kind of dead here with the wheel just
Yeah,
see the surrender
the survivor surrendering. That was really well played from both sides, though.
really good pressure from the wheel, I dare say, and really good from the survivors as well, not using their self heals. The abnormal was used like so many times. Their total decoding progress actually reaching almost 700% here. They got to 650. So that was a lot of abnormals used.
Yes, they just were struggling to finish these ciphers. The survivors played it really patiently, but I suppose it also kind of shows that sometimes you just have to really play aggressive. Maybe if they try to like double decode a cipher at one point, just risk it.
Yeah, just to get that pop, and then they can try to do something from there, because it's very difficult when you're not able to get the exit gates activated against the wheel, because he has really strong pressuring those last ciphers.
Indeed, but still, that was such an interesting game to watch, and definitely, like I said, really, really well played from both sides. But yeah, with that, we're gonna be going into the second round with now FoxyHouse's Hunter and the AI survivors.
Yes. Now they're going to be able to rest quite easy, knowing that their Hunter got 4K, so they might just be playing for something a bit more like a 1-out. They were tied in points, so as long as they don't get 4K here, they will actually have a lead. I do think round 3 is guaranteed, no?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, it should be, because they did tie round 1.
But yeah, the pressure is definitely on FoxyHouse's Hunter right now, with the survivors having the knowledge of like being able to set up for at least like a tie or one man at the very least. So that's something they have there going on for them.
Definitely. We do have the Gravekeeper, Enchantress, Female Dancer, and Professor on Global, and the Ivy. What do you think the survivors are gonna ban from Enderton's here? He does have quite a large character pool. They might just go for the standard Goatman ban, or
could someone invite me to the room?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Oh my god,
guys.
Okay. Why am I always getting excluded?
Actually, no, I can share my screen. If anything,
it's okay. Just is already streaming. The mysterious voice is already streaming.
The mysterious voice is only able to watch it from the Hunter's perspective.
Can I just cancel and blame Justice for that? Honestly.
Oh,
okay.
That is very true.
Cool.
We will be seeing a Priestess Toy Merchant ban from Enderton's here and a Goatman ban from the survivors. Toy Merchant is quite interesting. She got a lot of buffs recently, and she is quite viable. Oh, Antiquarian and First Officer. If I do remember correctly, Jelly actually used to have an S badge on Antiquarian. Actually my inspiration into playing Anti. I am really curious to see how he's going to do here. With the Perfumer ban as well. I'm not sure.
The Toy Merchant does look kind of targeted, I feel like. It's not a usual ban on Ever Sleeping, but she can be really good on Ever Sleeping.
I don't know who played Toy Merchant in this team though, because I don't know these survivors too well, but if I remember from their previous matchups, I don't think they were playing Toy Merchant. So they might actually just have it out for Annie and just hate her distributing items everywhere. Oh, we are seeing an Acrobat, Psycho, Anti, First Officer. That's a really solid team comp. Honestly, we might be seeing the Qist, if I were to guess. Though
Qist is definitely really strong on this map.
Qist is very strong on this map. And maybe I'm not really sure. I'm trying to figure out who would actually ban a Toy Merchant. But I've honestly got no idea. I am really curious who this Hunter is going to play. If you look at the build names, it does look like a Flywheel, Standard Tide on the First Officer, probably a Kiting build on the Psycho, and a Flywheel build on the Acrobats, if I were to guess, because it is titled Professor. Though I'm quite unsure.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. That's just my speculation.
It's kind of hard to conclude on the hunter with the bands for me
Yes.
personally.
Definitely. I am so curious who this is going to be. But because who bans term merchants? That just it sticks out to me, but I'm so lost.
Well, it could be a plethora of hunters, since I said if the hunter knows they have a really good toy merchant player, then it could be really annoying because there's some good catapult spots on Eversleeping.
It is a smiley face.
It is a smiley. Interesting. Okay.
Very interesting. The perfumer band does make sense though, and Lanternus as well. But as I said, I don't know if any of these survivors actually play term merchants. So what I was thinking was that it was more of like an actual preference band from what I've previously seen from them. But it does look like we are what happened actually? Are we starting? My game seemed to kind of explode for a bit. But no, actually the lobby got disbanded. What is going on now?
It seems like the lobbies love to explode today, but
it is the yellow pink. But think about it. From the bright side, you will not actually be able to spectate in game.
Yes, I can be let in again.
Maybe it's a sign. Maybe IDV was like, no, Mello needs to see this. Okay, we need Mello to actually spectate, so we'll be giving everybody yellow pink, or bad things are going to happen. Well, let me see if I can invite you into the main lobby so we don't forget you again.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
Yes. I'm so sorry about forgetting to invite you previously.
No worries. God. Let's just blame Justice for it.
Yeah, obviously, blame Justice.
Oh.
The Vine Boom sound effect. It does look like Justice actually wants to play Survivor now. Maybe he's so offended by.
Okay, are we gonna battle Justice? I'm gonna battle.
Wait. I volunteer everybody. I'm gonna beat this guy.
We're gonna have a 2v1.
Yes.
Against Justice. But yeah, we're waiting for both teams to arrive again. And yeah, Smiley. I don't think I've seen much Smiley pics, at least not in the matches I've seen or I've commentated.
Yeah, no, I have not seen any Smileys yet, which I'm quite glad. I don't really like the character as a whole. He annoys me quite a lot. But my personal grievances aside, it is going to be quite interesting. He is quite strong on Eversleeping, is he not? Because there's a lot of open space, so if you're caught without any pallets to work with, he is going to just be able to hit you with the dash. Though like areas like Graveyard are going to do quite well against him. And
definitely, yeah.
The lineup, I do think First Officer into Smiley can be quite annoying, because he can just, you will use your watch and then he'll leave, and then 10 seconds later he just comes back and then there's no watch if he does well to chase the rescuer. As for Antiquarian, that's just going to be a lot of mind gaming. Who was there other survivors actually? There was a psychologist?
Yes, psychologist. And Acrobat.
Oh yes. Acrobat can cancel the dash from the Smiley now with this firebomb?
Yes, but of course it would be good if they could like go into a narrow alleyway, so it's easier for him to firebomb there, but yes. Definitely can do a lot here as well.
I do think the Ada might actually struggle here, being a complete rock hider. Hopefully she does have flywheel though to be able to negate the dash. We didn't quite see the builds yet. We will be continuing from spawn select though. We can just hope.
Yeah, I mean, against Smiley, the thing you want to avoid the most are double downs.
Yeah, for sure, because of the drill, and then you get then you stay on the ground for a couple hours, and then finally you can just pick stuff. And What was up with that sound effect, everybody? Moving on.
I don't think anyone is hearing that, by the way. It's just like
Oh, wait. So we just
we're
sound
just
like we're hallucinating. Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
I love that. I absolutely
I
love
think
that.
it's just the mysterious voice is trying to manipulate us and trying to make us look crazy.
I feel like I'm hearing some Kahoot music currently, but is that just me? Is that just me? I hope
think that's
my
just you. I think that's
oh,
just
it's
you.
really just me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, yeah, I don't hear anything.
Oh,
Probably not.
are you calling me insane? Oh, I
Aren't
will
we
not
all a
answer this.
little bit insane here? I mean, we're all playing IDVs, so I
Oh,
think
yeah,
this
true.
just comes with it. It's just the package deal.
I
If you
think it's the
download
existence.
IDV, you download a little bit of insanity with
I
it.
I actually think it's the existence of a smiley face that's ruining my psyche at the moment. Because that guy, ooh, the
Yes,
amount of
I
time.
think we've all been traumatized by a smiley face before. So I do feel for the survivors here.
My God. Hopefully, we will be able to see some dash cancels from at least Antiquarian, though they do actually just love to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then you hit your flute into the air 5 times, and then you have no more items, and then you just die, and it's so wonderful and fun, and it's a great experience.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're
I love smiley face, everybody. Oh,
But it seems like we're seeing a really interesting spawn select here. It's the first time I've seen such a spawn. I'm really interested what the survivors are planning here.
me
Um,
too. Oh, but
it's-
everybody has flywheel except for the first officer, though.
Yes,
So they should.
it seems like they really want to secure these strong areas with graveyard and corner house.
Yes. Hopefully the smiley face spawns close to graveyard here. I'm not sure who he's gonna chase. This is such an unusual spawn that I actually have no clue. But
I assume Smiley thought Ada would be spawning graveyard since she's the weakest survivor here. But
corner house.
yes.
I mean, he's probably just going to spend the first half of the game collecting parts anyway. So it's not really like his spawn determines that much about who he's going to chase because he will just be all around the place anyway. We might still be seeing him headed for Ada is what I'm trying to say. We might also be seeing a first officer chase because of the baited out watches. But I'm really curious what this Smiley is going to do. And hopefully the survivors manage to live. Because I really... Oh, no. This is like when you were partial towards Florian. I mean, you weren't partial.
What? I wasn't.
No. I'm not partial
I
right
hate
now.
Florian, actually.
And I love Smiley Face actually. So I'm just I love this character. So
like I didn't even know they had a fire investigator in the game. Crazy.
Right, you didn't notice. Actually, I thought this was a Bane. Wait, it's really a Smiley Face. Oh, I don't think I've talked about that yet. I'm hearing stuff. I'm hearing things. Oh, it's that skin. Oh,
You're starting into the match here. Smiley with Inso and that's trump card.
And a blink that is up in 50 seconds. Just going to collect the part here. Oh, are they actually headed for the acrobat already? Oh. We see a bit of a
it seems like we
here.
are chasing the acrobat in graveyard right away. We already used to fire bomb, so we don't have it anymore for later.
He does make this bolt though, and he does have a bomb here to use. I do think. Oh, never mind. That is not the down. That slowdown is quite significant here, and he can make it back to that previously dropped pallet. The Smiley had no parts to work with, so it was really fortunate for him that he actually got the down before the acrobat made it to the pallet over here. Do you think that's basement? Or do you think that's just going to be the chair outside a graveyard?
He seems to be going for basement here, yeah.
It does look like quite
We still have Blink to work with, which is gonna be difficult for the survivors. It seems like no one is moving in to feed Tinnitus or to go in for the rescue as of now.
But currently, the Smiley is quite behind, and he does not like in terms of part collecting though. But he is actually probably just gonna dash towards one of the shaking ciphers here.
Yes, we do see the ciphers shaking. We don't have tinnitus, so we're free to move out and pressure these cipher machines, which
And we
he
will
is
see
doing right now.
Antiquarian being cut off. Nobody else seems to be going for the rescue. I do think that they're just going to be selling here. Antiquarian is not that chaseable for Smiley Face, and he is able to go for this Ada and also collect parts. Really good flywheel from our psychologist here. I was afraid that she would actually get Blink dropped down on the stairs here, but luckily that did not happen.
We do still see first officer going. No, that's Antiquarian still going in.
The Antiquarian does make this rescue though.
Yes, that is really good for them that they submit that last second. We are
But
going back to the
Smiley Face
survivors
is quite
right now.
fast though.
And we
So he
still have
does-
Blink to work with.
Oh, wait,
That hit the hell.
That's how Mao hit
some
the pallet.
hitbox shenanigans right there.
Definitely.
That is really good for the survivors though, because Egbert doesn't have to worry about Blink anymore.
And he does flywheel the dash here into the vault on the pallet, and this Antiquarian can be supporting. They do have 2 ciphers left, so the Antiquarian is free to support as long as this aggro. Huh?
Oh, yes. I think that's just the usual Smiley shenanigans there. It seems like she dropped that a little bit too early. She needed to drop that a little bit later to get the pellets done. But we see Smiley crash. Sadly here, Egbert is still kiting. Doesn't seem to have any more bombs to work with after that.
Yeah, and now Smiley was forced to manually break the pallet, but I do think this acrobat still goes down. But the Antiquarian, let's look at her self-heal. It is primed, so I do not think she was hit by the drill, which is quite fortunate. Their ciphers are at 37 and 42%. The first officer is currently decoding. His tide has not yet been used. The Antiquarian and psychologist are currently headed for graveyard, maybe to heal, maybe to just stay safe. It does look like the Antiquarian is hiding, with the Smiley actually chasing the first officer here. They might actually go for a heal here. It does look like that's what they're communicating. The first officer unfortunately gets hit through their pocket watch here.
Yes, and we see why Smileyface doesn't really care much to ban or for first officer here, since he can easily counter the watch, sadly, and there's not much he can do. We see them resetting while Smiley is putting up the pressure.
He does know that they're in graveyard though, and he does know that they're probably healing. Unfortunately, the Antiquarian hits a bit too early. That is what my main grievance with Smiley Face is as well. When you just end up, no, I shall be quiet. I shall be quiet. He is headed for the psychologist now though, with both the first officer and Antiquarian being injured. The Antiquarian has also been hit by the drill, so this heal is going to take quite some time if they do choose to heal her. Yeah, they attempted the heal, then they realized, oh wait, this is going to take way too long. And now they're just going to be healing the first officer. He does have tide. Antiquarian is probably just going to stay behind to decode. He also has a pocket watch to deal with to use, and the Smiley has blink up. So getting this down after the psychologist is rescued should not be too challenging, but
yes,
they are overall doing about 100%.
They're doing a really good job resetting here, having first officer being able to go for the rescue, but they still need to do a lot of ciphers.
It does look like this might actually be a damageless. Okay, yeah, damageless border on terror shock. Unfortunately, the Smiley is not fast enough. There is no pallet here though. And the dash is back up in 3 seconds. She does drop the pallet here to get the broken window speed boost. The dash is back up in 9 seconds. Now might drop that other pallet as well. Forces a blink. That is quite good. The first officer is still not drilled, and their last cipher is on 58%, so we might actually just see them heal, or we might see the first officer attempt a half health rescue, considering he does have pocket watch. Actually, the first officer is going for a graveyard cipher, and the Antiquarian is the one that is feeding tinnitus / moving in for this rescue. They might actually just be playing for a 1 out here. Oh, he is starting a new cipher though. Really good disarm from the Antiquarian. Dash is back up in 2 seconds though. That is going to be quite
Yes,
annoying.
Smiley
to deal
seems.
with.
Well, the survivors seem to realize that they don't have time to heal, so they were probably just trying to their best to maybe get a
Oh, that was
second
really
rescue, but
unfortunate.
they couldn't really prime the Cypher in time, and now it's just slugging Central, or maybe not, whichever Antiquarian instead.
It does look like the first officer was a bit confused about which cipher had progress, as they did go to graveyard and realize that, oh wait, this one is actually at 0%. The cipher that the first officer is on currently does have 58%, but I do not think he will be able to get that in time, and unfortunately he just goes down. He did have a pocket watch to work with, but this is going to be a 4K, which makes the score tied once again, right?
Yes, indeed. They are tied in points currently.
Yes, they got to tie both round 1 and round 2.
I really enjoyed watching these Ever Sleeping matches.
Even though
not
it's my
gonna
number
lie.
one up in life, smiley face, it was quite engaging.
They had a really good rebound, even with that quick first down.
Yes, for sure. That blink, I still do not understand how that blink hit the pallet instead of hitting the survivors behind it. That was quite an IDV moment. And as you said, the rebound was really good as a result. I do think seeing the fast mobility hunters, because we did both see a breaking wheel and a smiley face, it was quite fun to watch just how well they get the map pressure off.
Yes, both hunters played it really well, and
For sure.
yes, we've seen, like, as soon as they got a survivor out, then we really see them committing to that map pressure, and both hunters really played that well. And so did the survivors, of course.
Yes. I think the them healing was really smart, though it was a bit unfortunate that they could not get that psychologist off the chair again. And the bit of miscommunication regarding where that cipher was located with 50% was quite unfortunate for them as well. Maybe if they'd been able to go to the correct cipher, it would have been popped in time, though Smiley Face does have a lot of map pressure, so even if they had gotten the cipher popped, it might have been a bit difficult to still get that one out, but who knows?
Yes, I mean, we know Smiley didn't have the tension.
That is true.
If they were able to get that cipher, then they could have probably gotten the rescue there. And, like, at the very least, the chances would be high that they get at least one man out.
Yes, that's
Since
true.
Smiley also didn't have trade to work with anymore.
Yeah, you're right, he did blink the psychologist there. That was just really unfortunate for them, but overall, I still think both parties played well. Like, that really early basement chair into a rebound was actually really fun to watch. I was actually a bit worried for AI there when the Acrobat got basemented with 30 and 40% on two ciphers. But they still managed to actually almost one escape / tie. But the Smiley did amazing. And this pains me to say, because you guys know my beef with that guy, but it was just overall really, really well played. Oops. What do you think they're doing at the moment? Are they...
we can stalk what they're doing. Just peek around the corner, peek into the chat.
Why are y'all booking a holiday on Jet2? What are they talking about? It does look like they are confirming their starting faction now, though. We are going to see Survivor from FoxyHouse, which means that we are once again starting with AI's Hunter. Is it still Maroon, or did they change the...
It should be still Maroon.
I have no idea what Maroon is going to be playing now, though, as both my expected hunters, Galatea and Breaking Wheel, are global banned.
So we are gonna have Maroon back on Hunter round 3.
What is he going to play? What is Bo going to play? I am so curious about this. We will have 2 Hunter bands plus 2 global Hunter bands, so hopefully he does have a large character pool. It's really good for AI, in my opinion, that Miron has not yet played, because that really prevents the target banning from happening from the other side.
And we see the red church is picked by AI, so it seems like maybe they have a specific hunter they want to go on this map here.
And maybe they're thinking like Opera Singer. She does quite well on Red Church. I think that is actually her best map. Though, of course, I don't know if Miron does play the newer hunters. Like, oh shit. Okay, think about it. Old meta hunters that perform well on Red Church. This is my.
We had Gamekeeper a few times on Red Church, and they have performed really well on this map.
Oh, then we might be seeing Enderton's Gamekeeper actually. That'd be quite fun. Maybe Miron is also going to go up with a great. Oh, yeah, Gamekeeper, not a Gravekeeper. There's so many global bans now. Oh my god.
Yes, the flowing global ban is kind of hurting my heart a little bit, like a tiny step. But I'm not biased or anything.
Right. Yeah, no, I was
saying I'm not saying AI should also pick flowing like next round, but
right.
Wink, wink.
Honestly, I'm gonna be so. Antiquarian is actually my go-to main, and I was blinded by my hatred for Smiley Face, but oh my god, the Antiquarian! Oh, the way she cooked, the way she canceled the dash. I was actually so happy watching her perform well. It's really good. Oh my god, it's going to break my heart a bit when I see her on global events as well. So I guess I understand where you're coming from, but of course, no bias. I would
no bias. We would never be biased because we're commentators and we are neutral about everything.
We are very neutral.
But yeah, it seems like we're still waiting for Miron here.
I don't know where bro went.
Maybe on like a bathroom break or doing some jumping jacks to warm up, you know. Whatever the heart desires or the heart needs to get that 4K once again for the team.
Actually, one of my really try-hard friends actually does a physical exercise between his hunter rank games. So you might actually be seeing something similar from Miron. Maybe they're interlinked and they're the same person and they're actually just blowing out that steam. And now they're locking in and they're gonna get yet another 4K just like they did on Breaking Wheel. Oh. Well, what are they? I have not seen anything from this guy in chat. Actually, I wonder. I think it looks like all of AI has just evaporated here. I'm really curious about what they're planning.
Kidnap them. Them.
Maybe it's the aforementioned Jet 2 holiday. It did look like they were talking about that previously. Maybe they're all flying out to the US now to fix their MS. And then they'll be getting everything.
I mean, they did seem to be struggling with ping in all of these rounds.
Yes. So maybe they've already traveled. Maybe they're already located in North America.
Yes. They seem to be restarting the devices. At least the survivors.
Oh, finally, AI Captain is here,
Miron
and Miron has
back.
been invited.
Everyone clap for Miron. Welcome back to the world of the living. We all missed you.
Miron, we were thinking about you. Hopefully, luckily, bro's back and he'll be able to start shortly. If he can just ready up. Oh, he's here. He's in the chat as well. Ooh, this is gonna go so well, everybody.
But yes, it seems like we're still waiting for the hunter to ready up here. And then, let's see what will happen.
I'm ready up. We can start! I'm so happy! But who is he going to play?
I would love to see a Bloody Queen, I think. I feel like
Oh.
Bloody Queen could be interesting.
Yeah, Bloody Queen on Red Church, she does perform quite well. I'm not really sure if Marone plays Bloody Queen though. I know for sure that one of their survivors, who was on Hunter previously, did play Bloody Queen round 1. But maybe they've passed on their secret Bloody Queen wisdom. We are just seeing the standard Goatman Hullabaloo band, not Goatman Opera. Maybe we could be seeing an opera singer from Marone here. She is quite strong on Red Church. Forward and Bulmer pick.
Forward. Oh, I'm interested. I don't think I've seen a forward yet. And Bomber and Red Shirt is also interesting, but it seems like they want to go for a tie here at the very least. They're tired of getting 4 Kate, so they
That
said,
does
you
make
know,
sense.
maybe we can get a tie for a Hunter here.
Yeah, they want to play a bit more aggressively to actually prevent the score from being tied. A Meteor pick as well. Meteor is quite good. She's very versatile and she has the fast healing with the cloud, which is quite nice when you have a harasser on the team. We're seeing pretty standard anti-perf acro band and a cheerleader band, so it might just be somebody like a Lucino. I don't know.
Yes, I always think about Lucino when I see cheerleader.
Yeah, same.
bands.
Oh, an escapologist.
Escaper again. That's the second time we see an Escaper on your church. A really strong team the survivors have going on here, though. It seems like they really pulled out.
They
the
are
big
really
guns.
playing for the one escape try here. I'm thinking because Wendy does have that passive that allows her to see the dungeon as well. But I'm not quite sure. What do you think? Okay, I have no clue what Marone is going to play. I knew Galatea. I knew Breaking Wheel. That's been right on 2 out of 3. So I'm just gonna guess. What am I feeling? What are the voices in my head telling me? I think it's gonna be a Mad Eyes. Okay.
Mad Eyes. Mad Eyes would be interesting. Definitely a really strong hunter on this map.
Yes, for sure. You have the spot.
Maybe Naiad. My heart is telling me Naiad.
I don't know how well Naiad performs on Red Church because there's quite a lot of stuff to get your harpoon stuck on and a lot of walls. But I do think Naiad would be quite beautiful. She's really, really amazing hunter. I love her. I'm not biased though. Once again.
No. We definitely don't want to
see
see a beautiful skin being played.
Yes, of course.
Naiad.
No, actually, we want to see the ugliest hunter in the game. I don't know who's the ugliest hunter in the game. That might be a bit controversial, so maybe we shouldn't be saying this on stream. But
Yes, I was
wanna
about
see
to
an
say.
ugly hunter. I don't want to get cancelled by Sha here. Who is Marone selecting? He does have 15 seconds to pick here. Actually, 10. Ooh, a Bonbon.
Bon, that is surprising since we didn't see the rescue events, but I'm so excited to see this.
Forward can just stun on the anti cheerleader bands both make a lot of sense. Your acrobat as well. Anti can just hit away the bombs. Cheerleader is really fast. Acrobat has this like did the lobby like, explode again?
It's ping issues again, so they're
Yeah.
trying to restart
Awful ping.
one last time.
How many times does this happen today? I think 5, right?
Maybe we have an American among us.
I think so. I think that must be it. Actually, I might be the American. Yeah.
Oh.
And because I'm spectating.
No, it shouldn't have any influence on
I'm
that.
not American though.
Honestly,
I lied. So it's fine. Wait, let me invite you to the lobby here. Okay, Justice, you just took Mellow's spot. How dare you?
can you kick
Somebody
Justice?
enable five- I wish, but I'm not the one making the lobby. Wait, let me find you here. There you go. And you got a spot.
Yippee! Among Us music.
And
Crazy.
talk mad shit and be like, I don't like
Where?
this bitch. My
Oh wait, my bad.
Where did you get these soundboards from?
Where did Justice get
A
this?
whole bunch of turbulence.
I want to do global
A
dance
whole
so I
bunch of
can't speak
turbulence.
anymore.
Everybody's trying.
Okay, you need to invite me again because the global bands always block
Oh my god.
like the spectate spot.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
I think whoever is the host did that on purpose.
Oh yeah, definitely. They just don't.
Oh,
want
it's
you to-
Lolzy. Okay, let's cancel Lolzy.
Let's all cancel Lolzy, bro. Like honestly, he's the one that's hosting, so like we can blame him for the bad thing. Either him or
Yes.
Justin. We are not to blame, right?
No, we're never to
so-
blame. We're innocent and we're nice.
And not biased.
Yes. No.
We're impartial.
Definitely not.
Very. Oh. we're having some feedback from our host slash streamer here, but I
can't stop winning.
Yeah, it seems like our host is giving us the side eye right now, but
They are wrong though, of course.
yeah.
We're always correct. We will be seeing the bonbon here when they're ready up and they start the game. Thank you, Lolsey. We appreciate it.
I have not seen a bonbon in years. Like, also not in rank. They just poofed.
Really? Because I've been getting so many bonbons, and it makes me so happy because I play Antiquarian. So it's like, oh, you think you're gonna fail the rescue? Let me just join you, and then boom, 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 boom. The bombs are gone. Everybody is safe. I actually think that forward is going to do quite well into bonbon here because you can just stun on chair and then force the rescue.
Definitely. Forward is such a good rescue against bonbon. And
Forward
then
build
we
is
also
so
have
forward.
Bomber who can just rescue without
He
even
can rescue himself.
going to the
Yeah.
chair. And of course, Escapo can also do something with changing the chair. Definitely.
As I said, I do think we should point out that the forwards build is called Pro Forward, so they are quite confident in their abilities here. As you said, yeah, Efron can prevent the bad chairs from happening. Wendy can heal people up after the rescue, and Balmer can just like save themselves. Maybe we'll be seeing a Tide Farm first rescue and then an Embalm second, so we don't need to do a max presence save. Because Bonbon is quite annoying when he's max presence. Yes, so many bombs. I do think it makes sense that Marone plays Bonbon when he also plays Galatea because they have quite a lot of similarities, don't you think?
Yes, definitely like two chip hunters, though they of course differ with like for example against Galatea it's really good to be a bit in the open so she doesn't have these
Yeah, of
tight allies to chip you down, but of course against Bonbon that's more of a disadvantage. And with him it's, even though it's also bad to like go into tight alleyways, it's so good if you can like block his view so he doesn't know where to chip. And on Red Church you definitely have a lot of zones where you can get out of line of sight. Yeah,
that's really good against the Bonbon. We are seeing a new borrowed time on Embalmer and no borrowed time on forward with Tide, borrowed time on Efron, and Tide Flywheel on the forward here. So double Tide is quite strong. Maybe they want the Embalmer to take chase here. They could also just be headed for the Wendy. Maybe also Efron, who knows? I am going to bet that it's going to chase Wendy though to prevent the global heal. So of course, Embalmer is... I'm thinking that they might be a bit reluctant to chase the Embalmer because he is going to be able to rotate quite a bit at the start, and Bonbon is really weak to rotation. But of course, you really want to get the... you might want to get the coffins out of the game. Who knows? Who knows, everybody?
Yeah, my guess is they are probably wanting to chase Embalmer here. Honestly, I'm also really interested in the Efron and Bonbon matchup since he can't really throw his bombs through the little fox screen there.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's quite good to support. But yeah, no, I do. You're right. I forgot what I was gonna say, so we just move on, yeah? Probably gonna head towards church, yeah?
Yes.
Do you think he's probably gonna be carrying warp, no, for the Embalmer? Especially like if they're going to chase the Embalmer, they must have warp or teleport. Maybe like Inso. We'll see. We'll see the build.
Red Church is a really small map, so you don't have to walk further, but let's see. We are gonna have an answer here, and
it's up down warp, yeah.
Yes, it is gonna warp, so you were right about that. We see Bomber move right towards middle, but the survivors are already rotating, even though Bomber ran a little bit into him here.
Yeah, that is quite good for our Bonbon getting that early line of sight. You can actually notice that the Bonbon is carrying a triple giant claw here. Might be wanting to either force basement or just force those good chairs. So obviously, if you want to go for a good chair and you have an Efron on the team, really good chip from our
Yeah, we
Bonbon
see
here.
Bomber corner himself here a little bit.
He will be
It's
forced to
kind of
take a
hard to
basement
dodge
here.
the
Ooh.
bombs, and it's already gonna be it down,
And
sadly.
basement is at church here, and because of the giant claw, he can just force him to go to the furthest chair, probably just forcing him to coffin right away, or just making him stay on the chair for as long as possible. Though they are probably going to be selling, because Bonbon basement is quite hellish to deal with.
Yes, we see him use the coffin right away.
Yeah.
Not wanting to risk any double downs with a basement risk against the Bonbon because that is scary. And we just see we see Bomber blocking the window, so Bomber can't really go to graveyard.
Oh,
We
that's
see
really
him
smart.
still rotating away from basement, not wanting to die there once again.
But now he is forced to go into church again. We might just see the warp onto the embalmer here. He does make the pallet here for the broken windows, and he does make it to the other window as well. I'm quite sure, unless he just takes the chip. Good flywheel from our embalmer, preventing him from getting chipped here, and we see the Bonbon use warp to catch up. I do think he got a bit lost here, actually.
A little bit confused with the footsteps there. About
Oh,
that's gonna be it
good.
down, and Bomber did a really good job rotating away from basement.
Yes, really good chips from our Bonbon here. Just cheering near the cipher, but of course Efron can negate that. Might just be moving the chair here. Nope.
Are we gonna see a chair switch? We are gonna see a
Oh,
chair switch, and that also gets rid of the bombs.
really? That is quite. That was a bit of an impatient play from our Bonbon then, just wasting a bomb on the chair like that. He is able to pressure the cipher though by throwing bombs at it. The Efron is going for first. He does have the fog to work with, like the built-in
Currently, it
passive
doesn't
fog.
seem like they're rescuing. No, they
Oh,
just
they're just
wanna
selling.
sell.
Okay,
They
that's
just really
valid.
wanna get that tie at the very least for their hunter, and they realize that Bonbon is really strong at camp, and if they don't really give him any opportunity to get double downs,
That's true.
it can be an easy tie for them since he doesn't really
Yeah,
have a lot of map pressure.
and he doesn't have a lot of presence at the moment either. He is because he is not carrying insolence. He has actually 3 hits, I believe, away from max presence, 3 or 2. I can't quite tell. And this Efren is doing a really good job feeding Tinnitus here. I don't think he will be spotted out by the Bonbon, though he does see the meteorologist Cypher shake. He is probably just going to chase her now because he does see the trail. He does have 4 bombs at the moment to work with. He put down a 5-second bomb here, which was really good. Well played from him.
Yeah, really nice locking of that pallet, forcing the meteor to use an
Definitely.
item to transition out of that area.
Great
They
chip
have
once
2
again.
others ciphers started.
They do. This Bonbon is doing a really good job getting those chips. The one they just drew up a large wind. She does land that, pushing him quite far back. Their last cipher is currently on 50%. If she can kite that out, that's going to be quite good for them. So she might actually be going down here, but she does have a wind and a flywheel, so she might be able to. No, never mind. Good use of that bomb from Bonbon. 5-second bomb on the cipher. That was
Sadly, it's
smart.
gonna be on the cipher that is furthest from being popped. We see
But
forward
that
priming their
has
cipher for later on, it seems.
a no chair swap though. The Efron will be forced to go in here. We see 5 bombs being put on the chair. Probably just wanting to pressure this. Forward is probably going to go for a stun, so we need to. Oh, really good from
Oh.
our Bonbon here. If he just gets the stuff here. No, never mind. But that was really good patience from the forward. The meteor unfortunately goes down, but the cipher
The cipher is primed, and
The forward is
Bomber's
headed
trying
towards
to
there.
get a chip or, well, change his targets entirely to escape portages right now.
So we will probably just be seeing a pop on that cipher after he. Well, he does still have fog, so he's probably just gonna get bombed here into a pop, or just volt and then pop. Yeah, okay.
That is really good positioning from the escaper. Vaulting the windowsill, Bonbon couldn't get an immediate hit on him after the cipher pops.
And he
And
does
we
still
still
have his
have
fog
2
to work
items
with.
to work with.
You see that he can. He's probably just going to go down to a chip if I were to guess. But he
Really
still
beautiful
has
dodge
his
from the
passive up.
escaper. The
Unfortunately, he does go
gates
down
are not
here.
started yet, and we still have warp to work with.
And they're both on the same gate. We will be seeing the forward heading towards middle now. The Wendy is on 40% on the gate. I think the Bon will be able to warp over there. Yeah. The Wendy is currently hiding. He might just commit to her. So the forward is going to be able to get that backdoor rescue.
We
unless
are
he
seeing that chair swap, and we just see how strong Escapo is with the chair swaps, because that just made forward reach the chair in time.
Definitely. Switching targets now onto the forward, who is dead in one chip. The F-run is probably going to be starting the other gate. The dungeon is at graveyard, so we might actually be seeing a dungeon escape from our forward. Good flywheel, but unfortunately the forward goes down. I think he was predicting the bomb and timed it a bit wrong. The F-run just gets the other gate though, and then we are looking at a tie. Very well played from the survivors here, not allowing the Bon to get any chance to.
Yeah, beautifully played. It seems like the survivors got what they wanted, since, as we discussed prior, it seemed like they really just want to go for the tie, and they got the tie. So,
they might actually be aiming to capitalize off of their own hunter's large character pool, and then now they're forcing their the opposing team's survivors to actually deal with somebody playing one of their strongest hunters. While needing to get a tie or better to actually be in a good position. So I think that's really smart of the survivors to play for a tie or better, considering that their hunter does have quite a large character pool.
we see like all points are currently tied. So
Yes.
it might be all up to this round here, what will happen. So the pressure is on the survivors as like also on the hunter from both sides.
Yes.
So it's gonna be AI survivors against FoxyHouse's hunter.
On Red Church. I wonder if AI will be doing something similar, playing for a tie by using characters like Embulmer. But we might be seeing an Embulmer ban though. Who knows? I do think that's probably what they're going to be doing though, because they don't want to. Oh. Are we seeing an AI versus AI situation here? Okay, no, we're not. That would have been quite an interesting.
Wait, are you still like in the room again?
Oh, wait, Mello, let me invite you before I forget. Wait, here you go. Yes, and now you're actually immediately inspecting it, so you don't.
Oh my god! Thank you.
Blocked by the global bans. That's. I did not forget you. Okay, I just did not want you to struggle with the global bans being on screen. Yeah.
I appreciate that you think about me. I still remember being forgotten when like me and my classmate played hide and seek, so it's kind of brings me back to that.
For you.
Yeah,
No, I'm really sorry, Mello. I really shouldn't have forgotten you. I'll make sure it never happens again. Okay.
No worries.
Now don't we all have memories of being forgotten during hide and seek? Because we're too good, okay? We're too good at hiding. So we just never.
Honestly, like you need to just see it positive. I was so good at hiding, they just forgotten about me.
Yes, exactly. It's not that you're forgettable, it's that you're just an explorer main, honestly. You are the explorer.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
No, you're...
No, I'm sorry. If there's any experiments in chat, I'm so sorry. I believe in you.
Right. No. I do
Anyway,
agree that
Bans and
Explorer has played a bad
Pigs.
rep.
Thank you
Yes,
for saving me, Bans and Pig Face.
we love the band pick phase. With the priestess and archer band from Endertons, we might be looking at quite a fast hunter. We might actually be seeing the opera singer. Please, guys, please. I love opera singer. I know. Oh yes, opera is not banned. Ooh. Guys, I love opera singer. I know she's boring. I know she's just fast and then blah 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 blah. She kills everybody, but like, there's beauty in it. Okay. I love opera. Please manifest. Mello, manifest with me.
Okay, I'm manifesting with you. I'm manifesting with you.
We will.
It could be, honestly. Also with the Archer ban, it seems that it's gonna be a hunter that could be easily harassed from the survivor side. We see a mirror pick with the embalmer, and we also see a coordinator.
Probably a fast hunter, as I was saying, with the archer band. Might also be something like Lucino, but let's all be so for real. Opera versus Lucino. Who would you rather see? Okay. We all agree.
Option 3, full scold.
Okay, no. I agree. Full skull would be very interesting to see. We are seeing a lanternist band as well, which, guys, lanternist counters, who? Opera singer? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, guys,
I mean,
yeah.
lanternist count is annoying for a lot of hunters, to be fair.
No.
But let me not burst your bubble already.
Ooh, we're seeing the magician. Magician and Balmer coordinator, pretty strong survivors here. They are probably going to be playing for a tie once again, just like the other survivors did. With a Merc ban, that makes sense. They do not yet have a solid rescuer, and I do think both Gravekeeper and First Officer are on global, so them banning Merc makes sense. They might just be going for Cord. Okay. They have Cord Patient for rescuing. They might just both be bringing Tide. Though, the Hunter could probably just be going for a heavy Camp Hunter here, considering they have no incredibly good rescuers. We will see though. I'm quite curious.
Well, I do love to see that patient pick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure.
I do love my boy Patient, and he's really good on red shirt, so I agree with that pick.
I want to see those 6 bucks. Didn't he get buffed recently?
He did. He's like really strong, honestly.
Yeah.
Really strong container.
For sure. It does look like he is going to be bringing a rescue build here. And the coordinator.
Are you hearing this too? I'm hearing a geisha.
Wait, what? Really? No, you're.
No,
You're not.
I hear it.
Really? Well, you know, I love Geisha. She is my Me and Geisha
Maybe I'm
are
tripping.
Hopefully you're not. Okay.
I think I don't hear her anymore. I still hear her.
I don't want an opera singer anymore. I want a Geisha. If there's an opera singer, I'm gonna be disappointed.
No, that is coordinator.
Oh.
She
Mellow,
she kind of sounds familiar. I'm gaslighting you.
No. Why?
No, that is geisha. That is geisha. I don't know what you mean.
No.
You can cancel me after.
Oh, yeah, I will cancel you. Got my hopes up. It's the opera singer. It's not geisha. It's just a coordinator and a ripper. Oh my god.
Yes, we see a whip pick here. Also not a hunter we see a lot.
Yeah, I do actually think there was a ripper on Red Church in a previous matchup, so maybe it's going to be the same thing. As I said, not that common. He is quite weak in the current meta, but Enderton's old gen player probably knows the Ripper secrets, probably been playing him since season 1. I am manifesting some really pro skills from him. Definitely going to beat up the survivors here, yeah? Wait, no, I'm not supposed to be partial.
So
the survivors will beat the Ripper up.
We have tied on Emil, or Patient and Magician, with a Flywheel on Coordinator and Flywheel and Windows on Embalmer here.
Okay, Embalmer spawning in church. This is quite familiar. I am getting some strong senses of facial at the moment.
I'm wondering who he's gonna go for. Maybe he's also gonna try to go for Embalmer. There's definitely some really strong areas to kite Ripper here with Graveyard, where he can't really foggy through at some areas. So it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, I don't really see that much Ripper, but his buff was quite a while ago. But him being able to chip is very viable for the camp, and they don't really have, as I said, very strong rescuers here, so he might actually be able to do something with that. But the magician should just be able to hook to the chair. The magician should be able to also do something with that. Do you think we'll be seeing an excitement for the coordinator, or do you think she's just going to be able to shoot? Really?
Well, I think if he has his invisibility, it could be. I wouldn't say easy, but it would be more easy to dodge the gun, definitely, because he is quite fast and there's a lot of obstacles on Red Church.
Oh, he's using that beautiful skin with the accessory though. I love that accessory. It does look like it's headed for Patient. Or is he gonna swap last second onto the Embalmer? Nope. This is
Seems like he is committed. We have a detention and trump card built here with Peepers.
He does have Berserker plus Impulsive and Addiction, probably to deal with that Coordinator. Addiction is actually really good against Coordinator. Oh, that Patient got chipped twice. Really good from the Ripper. Getting those chips early, especially through the hook. As I was saying with Addiction, though, it's really good for Coordinator because she's probably going to be using her gun when she's close to the to other survivors as well. So that actually just like actively reduces the progress. Oh, that's a double fog. Really
That was a really beautiful
dodge.
hook. Even going through the window there just proves that Patient is just a really strong container, even with like the buffs now.
Yeah,
it's really making the difference.
A Patient can actually be hooking through those windows that aren't actually windows, right? So he is very, as you said, viable on Red Church. The Ripper does have both his foggy chips up here. He does blow it through a wall though, allowing the Patient to actually contain for a bit longer. Here the chip is back up in 1 second. He's going to mind game this, just walks through. That is going to be the hit on the Patient, but the ciphers are 30%. One is 30% off and the other two are popped, with the Coordinator taking over Magician, Cipher, and the Magician positioning in for rescue here, already hiding by the chair, but he does have Peepers. So he might actually be spotted out, but he just he doesn't commit. I mean, he just goes for the Embalmer Cipher here, putting a Peeper.
Yeah, and you see, Ripper can struggle with some areas here with like these really thick walls he can't chip through. But there was a really good rescue here. We already have pre-ciphers done. No items remaining on the Patient's part, but
though that is fine considering it is Tide Turner and it is not a double down. So he can just dive towards Graveyard here where he does still have pallets to work with. It's away from ciphers. The Coordinator can come in for the rescue to assist with Rebound. Okay, she is not. She's just decoding. They might just be going for... okay, no, Embalmer is actually getting this rescue. I think... Yes, it does look like Embalmer is the one going in for this rescue, saving the Coordinator's util. He does not get spotted by that Peeper, so he is able to delay this. The Ripper is up looking towards Church. The Embalmer actually gets the free rescue here while he was trying to cut off. That's really important to position early for rescues here. I actually thought the Embalmer would get hit through that. He tried to block off the pallet. Unfortunately, he fails. He is just going to be body blocking here, though. Body blocking against the Ripper can be a bit... once again fails to block off that pallet. Body blocking Ripper can be quite challenging because you can actually get double hits with the fog. He doesn't get injured here though, which is quite... This is looking quite tiable in my opinion. With the Cipher in middle also having 30%. I feel I've talked for quite a while. I'm sorry, Mello. Please.
No worries. He still have trump card to work with here. But we also still have a lot of items on the Survivor's part with the gun and the coffin, which can really still turn the tides endgame.
For sure, and Embalmer doesn't even need to go for Magician Cipher. He can just go for the one in middle. A really good decoy from our Magician into a mist fog from the the Ripper, though he does get this down. The last cipher is on 60% at the moment, probably just sending Coordinator in for the rescue. I'm assuming there will be no gun use though, probably saving that for endgame. The Embalmer has probably gotten some appearances as well though, so this endgame is looking quite good for AI survivors. Even though he pressures this cipher over here, they have another one that's at 75% progress that they can just double decode. The Embalmer has no borrow time though, but they could just pop it while he is in coffin. It does look like you just take this Volt though and they can ping focus. Yeah, they just pop the cipher. They're headed towards the gates. Splitting up here with the Ripper chasing the Magician. Yes, who has no decoys. Never mind, it is going for the Coordinator. Magician can get back on that gate. We might actually see a dungeon escape from our Coordinator here, as she does have a gun to work with. She gets that. Trade swap to excitement. Yeah, that's what you were saying. He did actually have that trade swap to work with, and this is looking like a tie. That was really quick thinking from Enderton's here, preventing Coordinator from getting that dungeon with the gun. She's not going to be able to self-heal or crawl to dungeon here. And Bulmer does not have Coordinator's appearance, it seems. And that is just a tie. Oh.
Yes, sadly, it seems like Bulmer didn't really have the appearance of either Coordinator or Magician.
Because if he did have Coordinator's appearance, there was no trump left on Bulmer. No, on the Ripper. So he would have actually gotten the out. Huh. That could have played out quite differently.
Yes, and since the points are tied, we would be heading to overtime.
Yes,
but I'm not sure if it's gonna be delayed, since it seems like I don't know if everyone's gonna be here. Yes, since someone has to leave on AI side.
Yeah, I am quite unsure what is going to be happening now. It just looks like they only have 4 players left, so we might actually be seeing their Hunter play as both Hunter and Survivor for the overtime rounds. Though they are still discussing this. And we also have there's other matches going on as well, I think. I'm quite unsure how this is going to play out, but I'm sure it will go well, because we are very organized, everybody.
Yes, I think the next matchup has already started. That's why we are seeing more people here, since this matchup has been going on for a while, since both teams have been fighting fiercely.
Yes. Oh, they've tied every single round so far.
Yes,
well
both
played.
sides are really putting up a fight.
For sure.
I'm really happy I'm able to commentate this matchup, since it's really interesting.
Yes. Oh, it's really fun. This is actually my first matchup that I'm commentating, and I feel it's like really good because a lot of the other matchups have just been 2 rounds, and we're actually getting overtime as well, so we get to talk more. Oh my god!
More yapping.
Yay! I love yapping. And maybe now there's not going to be another Ripper, not going to be another smiley face. 2 of my ops are out of the game. We might be seeing an opera singer, okay? Trust. Guys.
We might be.
I believe I believe in the opera singer.
Well, we are getting more bans the further this goes on, so...
Oh, that is true.
And opera hasn't been picked yet, so it's just going to be more likely.
No, because everybody wants to deal with an opera singer. I'm being so for real, right? We all love opera. But okay, no, because everybody does have their current ping issues, so maybe not. I kind of forgot that people are playing on like 150 latency. But what's wrong with 150 MS Opera? It's gonna happen! It's gonna happen! No, guys,
what's wrong with it?
no. You are currently being a non-believer. It is going to happen on everybody's soul.
Well, it can happen, but I don't know if it's gonna be enjoyable.
Enjoyable for me because I get to look at opera singer. For the hunter, maybe not. The lobby
okay.
was disbanded. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But
Maybe it's gonna be rescheduled.
yeah, we might be looking at a reschedule or a forfeit is what it looks like our host is saying. Though I am quite curious. Actually, Mello, what was your favorite round so far? Oh no, see, I know your answer. I know your answer. Oh my god, no, I don't even ask. No. It's gonna let me take a guess. Right, it's the one with the
I think it's not gonna be obvious.
Right. Yeah, no, I've got no clue.
I have a poker face, so
yeah, I think it was round 1. Trust.
yeah. Totally.
You love Ivy, yeah? Do you have an S badge on Ivy?
Yes, I'm actually S1 in China
Oh
server.
my god, in China
S1 Ivy?
server, really?
Yes.
That is quite impressive.
I already went to Koa as well.
Oh wait, really? Did you win?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wait, can you buy me some echoes then? Because you know that Koa money is quite
I think Justice can.
Really, Justice.
Yeah.
You went to Koa as well. Yeah, you guys are on the same team, right? Justice. Okay, I think that's a yes. I think that's a yes.
Yeah,
everybody.
I think that's a yes.
I am quite sure that's a yes. My UID I can send to you in a second. Okay. Moving on. What are they discussing now?
It's someone. It seems like someone got their mouse stolen.
No, somebody's mom took their mouse. This is so unfortunate. Loki, just play on phone now. Like you know,
Just
that's
get
what
a
they do in
mouse
Koa.
trap and get another mouse. I think.
Yeah, just go to the store, buy a mouse, and then we continue. Or just play on the mouse pad. It will work. Like just
Maybe
become a mouse
just
pad warrior.
telepathy, like telepathy. How do you say that?
Oh, you like control it with your mind, you mean?
Yes,
Like-
yes.
Like you think, okay, I'm going to the cipher machine.
Yes, exactly.
You know, honestly, my dreams have become IDV based on how much I play this game. So like, that is how I control my survivors in my dreams. Because I'm not losing my mind, I swear. But like, it does work. It does work. On everybody's soul, they just control with your mind. Yeah, no need for a mouse or a computer. You just play IDV in your head. That's what.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, when I want to make them decode, they just like start breakdancing out of nowhere for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is quite. That's quite interesting. So you play mercenary in your head, or what? Is that,
Yeah,
or just everybody just have a break dance?
everyone's just like tweaking out.
Right.
The hunter's
right.
breakdancing too.
Oh, I don't know. That just like I know me playing IDV in my head sounds like I'm crazy, but I think you witnessing IDV with everybody breakdancing, including the hunter, is a bit more crazy.
What? I thought that was normal.
Right. Yeah, it is so normal, everybody. We can all agree that this is so.
Wait, isn't your sleep paralysis demon Smiley too? Or is that just me? Like that he just comes like every
No.
night and terror shocks me.
my sleep paralysis demon is actually Mad Eyes.
Oh.
No. I hope you'd understand, considering the evil high tier Mad Eyes that we have that just bleed you out in a corner for 4 minutes.
Yeah, I
and
know
ruin your-
who you're speaking about.
No, I'm not speaking about just one. I'm speaking about 3 or 4 whole Mad Eyes players that I have incredible beef with. I mean, not partial. Not by. No. I love everybody. Mhm. Yes, and I actually, me personally, I enjoy being bled out in a corner. What about you, Mello?
Oh, okay, interesting. Interesting kink you got there, but you know I don't judge.
Hey, no. That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. That's not what I meant at all, Mello, and you know it.
Don't worry.
No, you just love getting terror shocked by Smiley, huh? And that's why you see him.
Oh, wait, why are we shifting this to me now?
No, because
hold on, that was not in the script. That was not in the script.
Oh, there's a script. Really?
Okay.
Are you saying
it
that
seems...
this entire tournament is staged?
Yes, and I think this is getting like too real, so I think we just have to end it and just
right.
Yeah, before it gets too crazy in here, because it seems like AI and FoxyHouse, they're gonna reschedule.
Yeah, they're going to reschedule to next weekend, I think, but it will not be streamed. So you guys will just have to like trust us that this round takes place, and that it's not our sleep paralysis demons fighting it out for a winner. That they're actually playing, and that it's actually happening. Trust.
Okay. yeah. It's okay, Mysterious Voice. We're on it. Jesus. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you so much. We had so much fun, right?
Yes, we did.
This was amazing. Really fun.
And we'll see you maybe another time.
Yes.
Bye everyone.